Let's be honest. High Holy Days is not a simple walk in the park. It's not a superficial process. High Holy Days, if they're done correctly, if we embrace them fully, High Holy Days are challenging, difficult, as well as rewarding experience. But it can't touch your heart unless you're prepared, unless you're coming into this being ready and willing to listen to the messages, to embrace the possibility that you can change, unless you can embrace the possibility that life in all of its complexity will lead us to a place of hope, where we can aspire for meaning and for life's full course of highs and lows. That's what High Holy Days are all about. And it seems to me that one of the most important considerations is how we get there, how we walk in. So I think, first of all, it's just a good idea to think about it before you actually click on the link to come into the particular service, to really think about, what is this? What does this mean? And also, I think in the process of doing so, I think we need to embrace four values that will sustain us as we go through this challenging period. So I would say the first most important consideration is community. To remember and embrace the value of community. We are a strong and established congregation. We have a history of love and fellowship. To know that is to really understand that you are not isolated or alone. Even if you're sitting by yourself right now, you are part of something so much larger, something so engaging and real. So yes, community means everything. It's one of the things we hold dearest. The second thing that we have to consider is resiliency. Now more than ever, and I know we've been asked to dig deep for resiliency since middle of March, if not before. And I want to suggest that we dig deeper now at this stage. We're in the fall, we're moving into this new year. It means we can't let up. We have to dig as deeply as we can to remember as a Jewish people that our survival has always been the sustaining factor in why we bother to do anything. We believe in who and what we are. We believe in what we offer to the world. We believe in the ability to evolve as a people. And we can't do that without a complete embrace of resiliency. We will do this. We will be together again, literally, physically, in this sanctuary, in this beautiful temple. But it's not right now. It's no use pretending. Instead, we embrace the possibility of resiliency to pull it together and move forward in strength and with a kind of self-assuredness that can only be present when we share that resiliency as community. The third thing we have to do is to be grateful. I know there are 1,000 reasons to be in a bad mood about everything that has come down since the middle of March. I get that. I have my list, you have yours. High Holy Days is not the time to sit in that funk. It's the time to actually stop and say, these are the things for which I am grateful. Gratitude, when we tap into it, lifts us up. It changes us from a kind of closed, internalized, sad person into at least being able to recognize there is so much to celebrate. And there really is. Trust me, it's hard, I know, but there really are so many things to celebrate. And without that celebration, again, life loses its spices, its spark. And it's up to us to reach in for that and to lift up our sense of gratitude. The fourth thing I really need to acknowledge is the grief that we carry. Every single one of us feels pain and loss. Even if, thank God, you are healthy, you don't know anyone personally who has gotten sick or died from COVID. Even if that is the case, the things that we've lost, anything from graduations, birthdays, family gatherings, not to mention things like salary, job, possibilities for the future, travel, so much loss. And we would be remiss, were we not, to include that and to consider it and really to embrace that reality as we move forward together during the High Holy Days. 5780 has turned out to be a really, really extraordinarily painful year. And we will understand that as part of the truth of our lives. And I have no prognostication when it comes to what the future holds. But I do know that right now, as we enter into this period of reflection and meditation, a time of repentance and forgiveness, that part of our work is to forgive the world and acknowledge the truth of our pain and to move forward. And so with these four values, these four verities, we move into the High Holy Days, into the year 5781, a sense of community, sense of resilience, the sense of gratitude, and the sense of grief. In this way, I think, I hope, I pray, we will be prepared for the new year.